When the Chinese Premier announces a growth target, it's not like when the Australian government does the same thing. Going by past performance, the one growth rate you know will not happen here is the one that's forecast by Treasury in the budget. In China, they're probably already writing the press releases for later this year, showing that GDP is in fact growing at exactly 7.5%, down from last year's 9.2%. I think commodity and currency analysts were expecting a number of 8% for Chinese growth, so 7.5 was a bit of a surprise. As a result, the exchange rate dropped nearly a cent to 106.2 US cents and 80.5 euro cents. There were actually two drops, in fact, one when the Chinese growth target was announced and then another when the interest rate non-decision was revealed at 2:30. Now, I don't know what the market was expecting, not a rate hike, surely. Of course, the real interest rate decision is on Friday when the banks announce their decision, or at least ANZ does, and perhaps the others will follow. Bank loans are no longer linked to the cash rate, of course, and this graph demonstrates that. It shows the RBA cash rate and the average standard variable mortgage rate, and the gap between them down the bottom. Now, that gap has been rising since the start of 2008 and is expected to rise some more from here. So whether it's this week or next month, bank lending rates are likely to rise no matter what the RBA does. Mining and energy stocks were sold off, led by Woodside and BHP. Caltex fell 6%, David Jones 4%, and the Commonwealth was the worst of a weaker banking sector, falling 1%. The All Ordinaries ended 1.4% lower, which was about the same as the falls across Asia today, but a fair bit worse than what occurred in Europe and Wall Street last night. And that's finance.